Alright, since we know it goes this way, slide your new motor mount, slide it in, and then looks like we got to bend that down to hold it in place. And make sure you don't break the rubber also, guys. Alright, I set it down on a solid surface on the side that was already bent. And then with my little hammer, I just tapped it a couple times. Alright, now it's ready. Now that we got the mount assembled, it's ready to put back together. And since this is a floating mount, I'm hoping we'll have a little bit of room or a little bit of play to bolt it all back together. We can only hope to be so lucky. And now, since we may have a little bit of problems getting it to line up, I'm going to go ahead and put in the bolts real loosely. So that when we start trying to get her straight with the jack, it should just slide into place. Hopefully. Alright, I got that one in a ways. Now we put that one in a ways. Alright, we got our second bolt. I started. Alright, now I'm going to jack it up just a little bit to see if that comes on in. Okay, actually I just found a better way of doing that. I managed to get a bar in on this hoist mount, and when I lift up a little bit, you can see it trying to come up. So let me get something better to pry with. Okay, now you may have to have a second person, and I just took my jack handle, slid my breaker bar in the end so that it would fit down into this hoist mount. Y'all see that? So that it would fit into that hoist mount right there. Okay, and then lift up. Alright, yeah, I'm going to borrow a second person real quick. Hey, do me a favor. Push down without just a little bit. So I just start that, yeah. See, with the second person it works real easy, guys. You still good? Alright, tighten them up. And since this is a motor mount, you want it pretty tight. Alright, now that we got the upper part of the mount tight, now we got to do the two nuts, or the two bolts. Get that tight, or snug, do the other one. Get that snug. Make sure it ain't rubbing, make sure it's in the right spot, and then just go ahead and torque it down. Alright, now I'm going to swap out for my breaker bar so I can put a lot more leverage on it since it's a motor mount. Okay, that one's tight. Get my cheetah bar out. Make sure it's good and tight. That's tight. That's tight. That's tight. Alright, put your reservoir back on, make sure everything's out of the way. I unhooked this ground wire, got to put it back in its clamp. Run all the wire, or run all the hoses past everything. Snap her back into its clamps, and we're done, guys. Take your jack out, make sure you don't hurt anything in the process, and that's it. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Make sure and subscribe for future updates, uploads, videos I do, etc., etc. Alright, thank you.